it going, everyone? Tim here, TOD Adventures. Hope everyone's all well out there. As always, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. So, on the bench here, we are ready for some new upgrades on the SCX10 Pro. Now, we've seen initially, we started with the stock rails, and then in the last video, we swapped in the Brazin Oracle C1 chassis for the SCX10 Pro, and how I liked it. And it did super great. Built it, comped with it, and took home the win. So, super happy. Chassis overall was super awesome. I shaved some weight going from the aluminum rails to the Oracle chassis there. And overall, like I mentioned in that previous video, the stock rail is like 3.5 degree angle skid. The Oracle is a flat skid, which makes it class 1 legal. And overall, Brazin then changed a little bit of the geometry around. Overall, made the overall profile of the chassis smaller. So we had shorter shock towers, so stuff would fit better. Changed a little bit of geometry and movement here with the forward motor mount and a little bit of the links. They've since released one more chassis. Here we have the Brazin Pacesetter chassis for the SCX10 Pro as well. Now I put this together during the last live stream, and it was very easy. We just simply swapped out the Brazin Oracle rails to the Pacesetter chassis here. Now again, same with the Oracle and the Pacesetter. They are 100% bolt-on. Everything will bolt over from your SCX Pro to their chassis, with the exception you need to remove the standoffs from the transmission to the forward motor mount. The motor mount is still plenty secure. You're not going to lose anything taking those two standoffs off. And that is it. Everything else does fit, does transfer over. One thing wasn't mentioned, that this is a C1 oriented chassis, the Oracle is. So in C1, you have to have a chassis mounted servo. A lot of people do still want to run an axle mounted servo, whether they're running this in C1 or not, or with the Pacesetter. So Brazin also offers a front link set, 2 front links to go with their Oracle or Pacesetter chassis if you want to run axle mounted servo. Because with some of the geometry change, we lost some link mounting holes with the Brazin, which doesn't necessarily accommodate for the stock axle mounted servo setup. They've made the measurements. They have their own links available now on the site. So if you want to run an Oracle or the Pacesetter and run axle mounted servo, you just pick up their link set, swap out 2 links, and you're good to go. More on the Pacesetter here. So again, we have that overall lower profile chassis. We have the smaller shock towers, everything lower profile. The transmission was moved back just a little bit, and some angles were changed back here to accommodate for everything. The kicker here is the skid. The Pacesetter has a 10 degree angle skid underneath this thing. And with that 10 degree skid, everything still fits and looks good, and angles are good. Prop shaft here from the transmission to the forward motor mount still fits. No need to change anything. The angles on your drive shafts, front and rear, are still good. Spot on. There is the cross brace back here that comes with the stock Pro setup, which it does fit. I've chosen at this time to start removing some of this excess stuff, because now I'm orientating this more towards the actual 50-point truck. And my normal class 2 is a portal axle Brazin. This is a straight axle Brazin. So depends on how I'm feeling, whether I want to run a straight axle or a portal axle class 2. I now have an option for either. But again, the chassis and everything, beautiful. The chassis is available in carbon fiber, G10, and aluminum, and I chose to go with the carbon fiber chassis here. My wiring and everything's messed up because I am fitting a body on it, and we'll see that in just 1 second. Super awesome. And there have been some teasers on the Brazin website and everything with this 10 degree skid and the advantage that's going to give it with the breakover. And I said, stock rails, 3.5 degrees. It's noticeable, but not a whole lot noticeable. You know, no more necessarily than a flat skid. 10 degrees, that makes a noticeable difference in your breakover. Getting everything over, and then boom, that 10 degrees and everything just kind of follows suit. So went ahead and got the body finished up, and on here we went ahead and swapped over my buckwheat body on here. I just like, you know what, this feels appropriate, and I really like the looks of it. So there we have all that, and honestly now we're at a 50-point truck. So let's take it out and have some fun.
Hope you enjoyed the running footage there. Had an absolute blast taking out the Pacesetter and putting it through its paces. Overall, very, very pleased and super impressed with the chassis there. You could definitely feel a noticeable difference with that 10-degree angle skid there. A lot of the breakover, stuff like that. There were a few of the lines there that I had taken previously with stock rails and with the Oracle, and they could clear some of it, but sometimes they just had to put in just a little more work. This one went through much easier and with a breeze in a lot of the sections. So overall, very, very happy with it. So if you are looking to, take your SCX10 Pro, to the next level, whether it be taking it to a class 1, the Brazin Oracle is there and ready for you. If you're looking to kick it up even more from there, stay in like the class 2, 3 range and get an overall lower profile, more aggressive chassis, the Pacesetter is your answer. This thing was an absolute blast. I was already really liking the SCX10 Pro as a whole platform, and then the Oracle chassis made me like it even more. And now with the Pacesetter here, we are really, really good. So now I am stacked with both a straight axle class 2 truck and a portal axle class 2 truck, both with Brazin chassis underneath of them. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. This whole thing has just came together really, really good. So we do have a few more changes planned up here for the Pro. Ordered a couple parts from DSM Off-Road, as well as trying to get a Creeper T ordered from Team Garage. I'm going to go ahead and swap out the transmission. Not that there's anything wrong with the transmission. I just want to shave a little weight and build and gain a little more space on the inside. So, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, everyone, have a great one. Crawl on.